Good evening, everyone. The next fourth chapter is moving charges and magnetism. ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಫಾರ್ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ 5 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. ನಾ ಹೇಳಿದಷ್ಟು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ನ ನೀವು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನೀವು 100% ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಈ ಆನ್ಸರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಈಸಿ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಇದೆ, ಇದನ್ನೇ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಿ. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಹೇಳೋದಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ write the expression for force on a moving charge in uniform magnetic field. 1 mark important question, that is F magnetic is equal to QV into B and is always perpendicular to the plane containing V and B. Also F is equal to QUB sin theta into n cap. Here Q is the magnitude of the charge, V is velocity of the charge, B is the magnetic field at the point R, n cap is the unit vector in the direction of F. Another important question is 2 marks questions. Note, F is maximum if theta is equal to 90 degree, that is when charge moves perpendicular to the field. F is minimum if theta is equal to 0 degree or 180 degree, that is when charge moves parallel to the field. Another important questions for 1 mark in MCQ pattern, call it the expression. Write the expression for force on the moving charge in uniform magnetic field and electric field, that is Lorentz force. In the presence of both electric field E and magnetic field B, a point charge Q is moving with a velocity V, then resultant force on the charges particles is F is equal to Fe plus Fb, that is QE plus QV into B. Another important question ಹೇಳೋದಿದ್ರೆ, what are the nature of trajectory of moving charges in uniform magnetic field? ಇಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕಿಗೆ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ನೇಚರ್ನ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಇಫ್ ಥೀಟಾ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಟು 0, charged particle moves along a straight line. If theta is equal to 90 degree, then the force on the charged particle produces a helical path. Another very important questions. Sometimes ask 2 marks ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದರೆ 3 marks ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. State and explain Boyd-Servet's law and express in vector form. That is Boyd-Servet's law. Consider the figure. A conductor XY carrying a current I. There we choose an infinitesimal element dl of the conductor, the magnetic field dB. Due to this element at a point P, which is at distance r from it, let O be the angle between dl and the position vector r. According to Boyd-Servet's law, the magnitude of the magnetic field dB at the point P is directly proportional to the current I. Is directly proportional to the length of the current element dl. It is directly proportional to sine of the angle between the current element and the line joining the point to it, that is sin theta, and inversely proportional to the square of the distance r between them. And dB is directed perpendicular to the plane containing dl and r, that is dB proportional to ideal sin theta divided by r square. Therefore dB is equal to k into ideal sin theta divided by r square, where k is mu naught by 4 pi, where mu naught is equal to 4 pi into 10 power minus 7 Henry per meter is a constant called permeability of free space or vacuum. Therefore dB is equal to mu naught by 4 pi ideal sin theta divided by r square. This is the expression for Boyd-Servet's law. Just use statement, you mention diagram, statements and final expression. We got 3 marks. ಅನದರ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಚಾಪ್ಟ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. 5 marks ಕ್ವಶನಿಗೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಪ್ರತಿ ವರ್ಷವೂ. ಡಿರೈವ್ ದ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ನೆಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ದ ಆಕ್ಸಿಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಲೂಪ್. You mention first a circuit diagram. Consider a circular loop carrying a steady current I. The loop is placed in the YZ plane with its center at the origin O and has a radius capital R. The x-axis is the axis of the loop. We want to find the magnetic field at P and is at a distance x from O. According to Biot-Savart's law, magnetic field at P, that is dB is equal to mu naught by 4 pi ideal sin theta divided by r square. Since dl perpendicular to r, then sin theta is equal to 1. Therefore, dB is equal to mu naught by 4 pi ideal by r square. The direction of dB is directly as shown in, and it has component dB and y component dB. But summation of dB sin alpha is equal to 0 since each dB due to diagonally opposite ideal vanish. Thus, the net magnetic field at P is B is equal to sum of dBx, that is summation of dB cos alpha. Therefore, total field B is equal to sum of mu naught by 4 pi ideal cos alpha divided by r square, which is equal to I cos alpha divided by r square into summation of d. Summation of dl is equal to the summation of elements of dl over the loop 2 pi r, the circumference of the loop. And from the figure, cos alpha is equal to capital R by small r. Thus, B is equal to mu naught by 4 pi I r divided by r square into r into 2 pi r. That is, B is equal to mu naught I r square divided by 2r cube. But r square is equal to x square plus r square. Therefore, B is equal to mu naught I r square divided by 2 into x square plus r square whole power 3 by 2. This is the expression for the magnetic field along a circular current loop. Another important questions, 2 mark. Define magnetic moment of current loop, mention of its direction and SI unit. The circular coil behaves as a magnetic dipole. Magnetic dipole moment is given by small m is equal to NIA. The direction of M is along magnetic field B produced by it. SI unit of magnetic moment is ampere per meter square. Ampere meter square. State and explain ampere circuital law. This is important for 2 marks. The line integral of resultant magnetic field along a closed plane curve in air or vacuum is equal to mu naught times the total current crossing the area enclosed by the loop. That is, phi B into dl is equal to mu naught into I, where I is the effective current enclosed by the Amperean loop. Another important question is 3 marks. Derive the expression for magnetic field due to an infinitely long straight conductor carrying current. Consider an infinitely long conductor carrying current. Let IC be the current enclosed by the loop and L be the length of the loop for which B is tangential. Then phi BL B into DL is equal to B into phi DL, which is equal to B into capital L. B is a tangential to DL, that theta is equal to 0. Effective current IE equal to I. The ampere circuital law, phi B dl, which is equal to mu naught I, becomes BL is equal to mu naught I. The boundary of the surface surrounding the conductor as A, L is circumferences, which is equal to 2 pi r, where r is the radius of the circle. Then B into 2 pi r is equal to mu naught I. Therefore, B is equal to mu naught I by 2 pi r. Note, for infinite wire, B is inversely proportional to radius. That is, B proportional to 1 by r. Another important question is 5 marks. First, amperes using Biot-Savart's law, derive the expression for current carrying a circular current loop. ಆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಆದರೂ ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು. ಆರ್ obtain the expression for force between two parallel conductor carrying current conductors. Hence define SI unit of current or ampere. 5 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಈ ಕ್ವಶನ್ನು ಅಥವಾ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಲೂಪ್ ಎರಡರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ. Figure shows two long parallel conductors A and B separated by a distance D and carrying current IA and IB respectively. The conductor A produces the same magnetic field BA at all points along the conductor B. According to Ampere circuital law, BA is equal to mu naught IA divided by 2 pi D. The conductor B carrying a current IB will experiences a sideways force due to the field BA. The direction of this force is towards the conductor A. FBA, the force on a segment L of B due to A. That is FBA is equal to IB into L mu naught IA by 2 pi d. Therefore, FBA is equal to mu naught IA IB L divided by 2 pi d. Similarly, if FAB is the force on A due to B, then FBA is equal to minus FAB. Let FBA represents the magnitude of the force FBA per unit length. Then FBA is equal to mu naught IA IB divided by 2 pi d. This is expressions up to 4 marks derivation, and another 1 marks is definition of ampere. Definition of 1 ampere. 1 ampere is that steady current which, when maintained in each of the two very long straight parallel conductors of negligible cross section and placed 1 meter apart in vacuum, would produce on each of these conductors a force equal to 2 into 10 power minus 7 newtons per meter of length. Note, parallel currents attract and anti-parallel currents repel. Another important question is, mention the expression for torque experienced by a current loop in a magnetic field. This is important for 1 marks. Torque tau is equal to m into b, which is equal to mb sin theta into n cap, where m is equal to I into A is the magnetic moment of the current loop. Here A is called area vector. Another important question is 2 mark. What is moving coil galvanometer? Draw neat diagram. Mention the expression for angular deflection. It is an instrument to measure or detect current. The galvanometer consists of a coil with many turns free to rotate in a uniform magnetic field. Steady angular deflection produced by the coil is given by phi is equal to NAB divided by B into I. 1 mark important questions. Define current sensitivity and voltage sensitivity. Definitions for 1 marks are expressions. The current sensitivity of the galvanometer is defined as that deflection per unit current, that is phi by I is equal to NAB by K. The voltage sensitivity of the voltmeter is defined as the deflection per unit voltage. Phi by V is equal to phi by IR is equal to NAB by KR. Another important question is, how do you convert the galvanometer into a meter? Or how do you convert a galvanometer to voltmeter? ಈ ಎರಡು ಕ್ವಶನಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸಮ್ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ 3 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸಿಗೆ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. How do you convert a galvanometer to a meter? Explain. A galvanometer can be converted into a meter by connecting a small resistance in parallel with galvanometer. When a small resistance RS, called shunt resistance, is connected in parallel with the galvanometer coil, so that most of the current passes through the shunt. If Rg is the resistance of the galvanometer, then I is the main current. Current to be measured using ampere. Ig is the full scale deflection current through galvanometer. Then shunt resistance required to measure I, that is Rs, is equal to Ig into Rg divided by I minus Ig. How do you convert a galvanometer to voltmeter? Explain. A galvanometer can be converted into voltmeter by connecting a high resistance R in series with the galvanometer. If Rg is the resistance of galvanometer, high resistance required to convert the given galvanometer into a voltmeter of range 0 volt, that is R is equal to V by Ig minus Rg. 1 marks for diagram, 1 marks for expression and 1 marks for statement. Total 3 marks. Ask the question. ಸೊ 3 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸಿಗೆ 2ರಲ್ಲಿ 1 ಕಂಪಲ್ಸರಿ ಇದ್ದೇ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ನೀವು 2ರಲ್ಲಿ 2ನ್ನು ಓದ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟ್ರಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸು ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಡಿರವೇಷನ್ಸ್ 5 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ನ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿರೋ ಇಷ್ಟು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ನ ನೀವು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು. ಇಷ್ಟು ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ನ ನೀವು ಈ ಚಾಪ್ಟ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟಾಗಿ ಓದಿದ್ರೆ ವಿ ಗೆಟ್ ಫುಲ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಇದು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಮೆಥಡಲ್ಲಿದೆ. ಈ ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ನೇ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಿ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.